The Temple Mount is the holiest place on the planet. The point from which the world was created, the place on which the first human was ever formed. It is the place where Avraham bound his son Yitzchak as a sacrifice, where Yaakov dreamt of a ladder reaching up to the heavens with angels ascending and descending, and realized that this was the gateway to heaven. It is the place where heaven touches earth. Avraham named this place Hashem Yira'eh, the place where God sees. Deep Kabbalistic wisdom teaches that just as we come to the temple to be seen by God, we come as well to see. Like a cosmic brain, the temple is the highest place of divine consciousness. Just like the brain picks up electromagnetic waves, the temple acts as the cosmic brain, picking up nuances of divine revelation that flow from God into the world. By focusing one's mind on this cosmic brain, through meditating on the temple that once stood, one can tune into thought waves that have deeper spiritual insight that would otherwise be beyond their grasp. Let's start the meditation. Gently close your eyes, relax your body, and breathe gently and evenly. Picture yourself holding a coarse rope. On the other end of your rope is a goat. Barefoot, you are walking up a hill. You feel the stones, soil, grass, and pebbles under your feet. The hot Jerusalem sun beats down in your back, and you feel the perspiration on your forehead, droplets of sweat dripping down. Continuing to walk up the hill, you see yourself nearly at the top. As you reach the top, you are filled with awe and energy at the sight of what you see in the distance. The Beit HaMikdash, the holy temple, shining like a jewel. You see thousands upon thousands of other people walking towards the temple. Streams of people, everyone carrying something. Some walking with baskets of figs, dates, wheat and barley. Some with animals, sheep and goats. As you descend the hill, you make it across the valley and find yourself in a sea of people, all singing hymns and psalms together. You are filled with a profound feeling of love and unity. Making your way towards the temple, you enter up some large steps. Taking each step, pulling along your goat, you enter through a long tunnel decorated with exquisite designs and see an awesome light at the end of the tunnel. Your heart starts to beat faster with every step that you take. As you make your way towards the light, you walk up some smaller steps and emerge onto the Temple Mount. You see a massive courtyard filled with people holding their animals and baskets of produce. You smell the fragrant smells of incense, freshly baked bread, which was the showbread, and the faint smell of roasted meat. You hear trumpets, flutes, shofars, violins, lyres, cymbals and harps, and the singing of the Leviim. The sound of the music elevates you and fills you with inner joy and clarity, and rouses you deeply from your spiritual slumber. You feel your soul being magnetized, and you continue to walk to the Heichal, the inner courtyard. Before you enter, you see the shiny brass gates of Nicanor, towering before you, shining in the sun like bright gold. The Leviim open these gates. As the gates are opened, you see before you hundreds of Kohanim, all walking barefoot, dressed in white linen tunics, performing their service and sacrifices. Entering further into the courtyard, you hear the music of the Leviim growing faint in your ear's soul. You are taken by the silent devotion of the Kohanim, the daily service where life spirit was being offered up to God through the sacrifices. You are struck by the intensely powerful energy and can't sense yourself anymore. You feel yourself start to become nullified to the all-encompassing divine energy that permeates throughout the temple. Awestruck, you move closer and hand over your goat to one of the Kohanim. In the process of handing over the goat, you feel as if you're handing over all that holds you back in life. You feel a powerful nullification of your ego take place, and a deep realization that everything, animal and human, all of creation, is one. You suddenly are overwhelmed with a feeling and realization that the place you are walking in exists beyond the limits of time and space. All inner voices at this place are silenced. You feel the calm center in the storm of your soul. All you can hear is the overwhelming sound of God, a call to Mamadaka, a faint, silent sound. The silence of his music is deafening. The silent symphony of surrender to God, a sound that transcends all sounds. Continuing to walk further, you see the illumination of the golden menorah, radiating a light that seems to emanate from heaven itself. The light beams through you, allowing you to see your soul. you immediately are drawn into the deepest part of your essence. In front of you, you see the magnificent structure of the Kodesh, the holiest, and sense the Kodesh HaKadoshim, the Holy of Holies, inside. The structure which only allows entry to the high priest on one day of the year, on Yom Kippur. You know that inside the sanctuary lies the Holy Ark, holding inside it the holy tablets, and it is positioned on top of the foundation stone, which the world was first created from. You start to identify with your most inner self, your foundation. You feel compelled from within to ask yourself, why am I here? What does God really want from me? What is my purpose within God's great plan? What does life demand of me? You feel a deep longing to come close, and you express your love to the unifying presence of God before you. Although, because of your awe, you can't even open your lips. You manage to pronounce the words, Adonai Tzafasai Tiftach. God, open my lips. Ufi Yagid Tehilasecha, so my mouth can praise you. You start to pronounce the words, Baruch Atah, Baruch Atah. You are the source of blessing. You are the source of everything. You are the source of all. In this space, you are filled completely with light. A voice tells you that it's time to come out of the temple and to bring the energy and consciousness you discovered back into everyday life. You begin to take the steps to return out of the temple. You walk out of the inner courtyard, making it past the Mizbeach and all the Kohanim performing their divinely inspired silent service, past the platform on which the Leviim are singing the purest and most soulful songs and melodies, into the outer courtyard, down the steps, and out through the tunnel. As you make your way back out of the temple, the sounds and the smells grow fainter, and you feel like a transformed person, filled with a newfound clarity, love, and light. Hashem instructs the Jewish people, V'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'soicham. Make for me a sanctuary, and I will dwell in them. The word b'soicham is plural, signifying that the temple exists in every single one of us. Take a moment to focus in on your inner temple. Just like God's presence in the physical structure of the temple, your neshama, your soul, seeks expression through your body. The temple, in all its glory, was only spectacular because of the palpable energy radiating from Hashem's Shekhinah, Hashem's presence. You too are a pure and pristine soul, enclosed in a body. It is your soul that creates warmth, inspiration, and connection. You realize that no matter where you are, the temple constantly resonates within you,